exactly 7:30. Welcome to the May 8th edition of the Skokie Appearance Commission meeting. When you were checked in to get your building permits, you were given instructions what we're going to be doing here tonight. Looking at elevations of your project, looking at samples, et cetera, et cetera. When I call a case, please feel free to come up to the podium right over here and speak to us. We'll have questions for you while Brian will show the drawings, et cetera, on the screen for us to render our opinions. If there's any, there's notifications were given to people on either side of your case in a residential situation. If there are any such neighbors here, they're welcome to come up and be heard as well when we discuss that case. We are being recorded live on YouTube TV. It's live, but we're being recorded. It'll eventually be live on TV, but so be on your best behavior, as we all will be as well. Anybody who's going to testify tonight, please stand up. Anybody who's going to present any material or speak to us needs to stand up and get sworn in, whether you're a petitioner or not.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give tonight will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you very much.
And the person who just swore you in, when I call a case, we'll be reading comments that we get from the village's community development department. We take those into our consideration as well. Before we begin, does somebody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the April 10th meeting?
Sure. I move that the minutes of the meeting of April 10th be approved as presented.
Does anybody second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passed. Okay. Case number 2024-012A at 4150 Suffield Court. That petitioner is not here. Was there any neighbors who were here for that case to listen to it? Okay. Because if you are, that case is going to be moved to the June meeting. So we will move on. Case number 2024-013A at 7533 Keeler Avenue. That's a first floor addition.
The staff has no objections to the applicant's request. The siding color appears to complement the existing building. The rendering shows two different heights on the guardrail. Staff would like one uniform height and style for the addition and deck.
Hello.
Hi there.
That's the rendering where we see the
Oh,
one's lower and one's higher.
right. The idea there was to allow things to grow on that and to make it more of a garden wall. And so it's also exceedingly close to the neighbor, so it was just an idea to make it more of a garden wall, and less of just a guardrail. That was the only reason. Oh, I didn't show it there. Oops.
Yeah, and that was the question, was on the rendering we see it and this one we don't.
I think I went oops on that one, yeah.
Are you the homeowner or the architect?
I'm the architect.
And what is the homeowner's desire? Are they indifferent?
No, they actually, they requested that it be up there because she's very big into planting and just wanted this, more green up on the upper deck.
One of those.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Jane.
So,
I don't have an opinion one way or the other. Mary Jane, will that be successful up that high to have a little planter trellis?
To grow up
Okay.
there.
Lots of water.
Yeah.
You show a vertical picket on
and
the
again,
drawings.
yeah.
But you're going with the horizontal, the more
Mhm.
contemporary look
Yes.
on top as well. Is there is the cap, is the top bar, is that metal or?
At the moment, it's metal,
Okay.
yeah.
Are there any children who live in the house?
No, they're empty nesters.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my
But
concern.
it is actually, oh, never mind, I apologize.
No, no, feel free to.
It's been, they've stopped having issues with laddering. That actually
That was
went
my
away.
concern.
Yeah, that went away in the codes a few years ago, a while ago. It was in for a short period of time.
Notwithstanding any changes to the code, I still have concerns when
Right.
children have access
Right,
to.
I guess the reason we went to the horizontal, first of all, there are no children, they moved out, and that's why they're now doing work on the house. But one of the things is that was, if I went vertical, I would have a harder time with the, trying to grow things. But I don't have I could make that more of a grid on that wall.
Yeah, and I believe the code requirement now is there's just there's the maximum spacing, so you can't have a 6-inch spacing there.
I thought 4.
Yeah, correct, that's the maximum. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
have a bigger spacing than
Right.
that, which would allow for a child or someone
Right.
to start to climb over it.
Yeah,
The smaller the spacing, the less likelihood a foot will get in there.
Yeah, well, we'll leave that to the code interpretation and the permit review, but aesthetically, has anybody got any issues? Okay, does somebody want to make a motion? Go ahead, Joel. Hey,
Okay. I make a motion that a certificate of appropriateness be granted in case number 2024-0138 at 7533 Keeler Avenue as presented,
per the renderings.
per the renderings that are showing right now.
Jay
Oops.
Jay seconded, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no opposed, so passed, thank you.
thank you so much.
Sure. Case number 2024-014A at 9015 Keeler Avenue, first floor addition.
The Appearance Commission approved a request last year at this address for a new single-family home. The applicant is now requesting approval for an addition. Staff has concerns about the proposed elevations. The addition appears to be out of scale with the rest of the building. The windows on the addition should match the existing windows.
Is this an addition to the new home, or
No,
that
it's
new
a
home
ranch.
was scrapped and it's an addition to the existing home?
Yeah,
It's a
the
ranch.
latter. So the new ownership, the first project fell through, and so new ownership, and they just want to do a first floor addition.
It's a big ranch.
Can I just dive right in?
Yes.
Because just going to the staff report about concerns about the windows. To the windows, the existing windows are like from the original house, probably
Right.
from 1955. Are those being replaced, or eventually they would be?
So, we had submitted some changes for the staff's comments, and so, yes, the plan is to change all the existing windows to match the casements, which would be off the addition. We also lowered, the roof, or for the rear addition by like 3 feet, so it's, we brought the scale down.
Oh, I see, so, yeah.
So this is
it's
the
a-
new drawing then?
Yeah, this is different.
Yeah, this
from the,
is
Not
the,
this.
this is the original submittal.
Yeah,
This is the
okay.
new drawing,
Okay.
which appears a little more in scale and.
Right.
So we made some modifications to the windows on the left, on the front elevation, but the majority of the changes are in the back, yeah.
So the material between the front windows, the new front windows. Oh, you fixed that, excellent.
Yeah, so we brought the roof down, and now all the windows are matching. We replaced the back elevation facing the backyard has 3 groups of sliders. Yeah. And these are the material samples, the color of the siding, and then the painted brick. That's a.
Right.
I have to say, I really like your first design for the new house, but I like that you're saving the house, and, it's just a big solid house that
Mhm.
deserves to be saved, and
Yeah.
it seems like
It's a good ranch.
a really good, kind of a good addition on it. We're making things way too big, and it's kind of nice to
Yeah.
see a comfortable sized house.
Mhm.
Going to the front elevation, since you changed the windows from the original packet,
Mhm.
this one here, so the materials between the windows, the new casement windows?
That's gonna be a stucco to match the same color as the painted brick.
It's a stucco?
Yeah, in between the windows.
Oh, so you're painting the brick?
Yeah, we're painting the brick for the whole house, and then
Yeah, I
the
see.
material between the
It's
Yeah,
three
yeah.
kind of
windows.
orangey tan.
So the stucco is gonna be smooth, or is it gonna have a texture?
Yeah, it'll be smooth.
So it'll be,
Yeah.
so the intention is to kind of have
Yeah,
it
blend it
recede?
in as, yeah, as much as
Okay.
possible, of course.
I got nothing. Looks like he addressed everything.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yep.
Cool. Somebody make a motion.
I move that a certificate of appropriateness be granted for case number, where are we? 2024-014A at 9015 Keeler Avenue, as presented.
Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposed, so passed. Thanks for doing your homework before you got here. Case number 2024-015A at 7510 Colmar Avenue, first floor addition.
Staff is not supportive of the proposed elevations. The existing second floor will be changing from siding to stucco. After the addition is complete, the 50% minimum masonry requirement appears to not be met. Staff is not supportive of relief. The color of the stucco doesn't appear to match the color of the existing brick. Staff is supportive of more brick or masonry on the first floor and a cementitious siding or stucco color that complements the existing brick more closely.
So I'll bring up the proposed, and then we did have a revision submitted.
Okay.
I'll bring that up too.
Thank you.
We didn't realize
We can
that
share.
there was a 51% brick requirement when we submitted this,
Okay,
because it isn't anywhere on the, we didn't see it when I was
Okay.
looking for in the appearance
We're only human.
documents. So, we've tried to revise it to use brick in the addition as well as in the existing. That's really yellow. It's not supposed to be really yellow.
Supposed to be like a cream tan that is a nice contrast with brick.
More like that?
More like that, but even
But
lighter.
even lighter, like, it looks like all of the additions in stucco in our neighborhood that have that creamy tan
Sure.
on top of the brick that looks really nice.
More
Very
limestone-ish.
Got it.
Way better than the dingy white siding that's there now.
Got it.
Yes, but not yellow, it's gonna be a nice glow up. This-
I've
Pretty
spent a lot of time trying to get the color to render properly in my computer, and every time.
Happens
when
all the
it
time.
prints, it looks
Yellow.
very different than I thought it would. And the brick, we would try to match the existing Chicago Common brick that's along the sides of the house.
so what's new on this new submission?
From the
You-
old submission.
You don't have this up, Ryan, right?
Lots of brick. So, yeah, there, see, if you notice there, there's,
Is this new?
This is the new.
This is the new one up
This
now.
is new what he
This is
gave us.
the one
This-
that, the
correct.
one on paper is up there now?
Correct.
Got it. It looks better in paper than it does in.
Doesn't it?
Right.
It'll look better in reality than even on.
Mm-hmm. Comments, people?
It's a big roof deck.
yeah, looks like fun.
I wouldn't want the stairs in the winter.
The design was trying to maintain, it has a flat roof because we think that eventually someone may want to add a master bedroom along the north side. And so we've tried to keep the roof flat so that the sheathing level is level with the second floor sheathing, so that it would be an easy shift to add that in the future, without tearing massive parts of the house apart. Might never happen, but and in the meantime, it's a
Existing
nice
two-story.
roof deck.
Oh.
Sure. And just to be clear,
Okay.
this, what I'm seeing here, this elevation, is back, right?
Off the back of the.
And it's the wall of the new bedroom number one.
Correct. And it's in a closet,
This wall right there.
right, and so it's back to the very back wall of the existing house, so it's 25 feet farther back than the
Then
front
the
of the
front,
house.
you won't see it from the front.
Yeah, my concern was matching the brick, and it's gonna be pretty far back there.
Right.
Okay.
And everything in the two-story is the existing Georgian, right? I mean,
Yes.
Basically, right?
And changing hopefully the metal siding to stucco on the,
Right. But the addition per se is really just left of plan. It's a one-story addition
it's, yes,
Yes.
with a roof deck that ties into the existing second floor,
correct.
the existing bedroom 3, if you will. Anybody have any comments, one way or the other? Pros, cons?
Looks good.
Again, thanks for doing your homework. Somebody make a motion, make sure that the colors are mentioned in the motion.
Sure. I move that a certificate of appropriateness be granted, case number 2024-15A at 7510 Colmar Avenue, with the provision, with the qualification that the stucco colors be less harsh than they show in the rendering, both technically and on paper, and that the 50% masonry requirement be adhered to.
Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So passed. Good luck.
Good luck.
Case 2024-016A at 5448 Greenleaf Street, another first-floor addition. Those are becoming popular today.
Overall, staff has no objections to the proposed elevations. Staff prefers the cementitious siding over vinyl. The addition will require a guardrail if the roof is accessible from the second floor. Hi there.
We just had that conversation.
Yeah.
That's the existing building across from the cemetery behind the trees.
Okay.
That's the addition.
On the staff report, they talk about two things. One is the material of the new addition, and the other is a safety railing on the second floor. So there's access. Is there access to the second floor? Is there a door or as shown?
Yeah, just the window.
So it's as shown. So a railing.
Isn't necessary.
Not if there's a door there, it's not necessary.
Yeah,
If there's not a door there, let me restate.
yeah. Okay. And the siding, you're proposing vinyl?
The existing, or the garage addition that's, you see in the vinyl at the back, was done about 4 or 5 years ago. We were gonna match that. I like the idea of using the fiber cement. I even brought some samples of both the textured and the smooth, and we could, but there will be a discussion about budget and about matching, but I'm a big advocate for using the fiber cement. I think, but it may be contingent on what the additional cost would be.
And the color, excuse me, and the color matching, how close the.
Sure.
Well, the good thing,
Cement on the
sorry,
other
I'm
side.
gonna advocate for the
Yeah.
hardy again. The good thing about the fiber cement is you can get it primed and then painted any color. the vinyl, you're limited, but, I don't wanna by any stretch, you know, I'm guessing since that's only 4 or 5 years old, that vinyl's still available. Certainty.
Brian, could you zoom in on that lower right-hand? That one.
This area?
Yep, please. So that's what we're trying to match.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Doesn't matter to me.
We got, it's a little bump out of an addition, correct?
Yeah,
Can you go back to the other?
Yeah, it's set back from the front
Yeah, I
elevation
mean-
as well.
it's right by the highway.
Yeah, obviously. if
My
it's
only
not-
question is how is the owner gonna get rid of that white pine and be able to sleep at night? Sorry to bring it up, but it's a beautiful tree.
Can we look at the other elevation from the front of the house? I mean, that's the only thing that troubles me right there. I don't care about the
Very
side of it,
The differential.
yeah, you know, and it's all the way, it's up front, it's not like it's set back. So,
The challenge here is what's the material underneath the bay window? Is that vinyl siding, or is
Yes.
that the vinyl siding that
That
was
is the
done?
vinyl siding,
It was done
yes.
at the same time as the
Yes.
rear addition?
Well, the room wasn't added, but the room was recited.
I see.
The family room there on top of the garage, well, we bought the house in 95 and it was built, I think, in the late 70s.
And, okay, I see, so it was
We
recited.
did the siding.
So
You
if
don't
we do
like siding.
cementitious, you're gonna add
no,
another.
no. What I'm saying is we're gonna have this vinyl siding matching up to the front of this Georgian house.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
And it's at the front. If it was 5 feet back,
Yeah, yeah.
if it was 2 feet back, but we're gonna be right at it, and that's, can I get over it? Absolutely. I'm just bringing it up as a, I mean, it's got a little bit of a return, 6-ish inches maybe.
Yeah,
Sure.
As much as I could squeeze
Right.
in, it's a zoning thing,
All right,
it's the lot line and
Right.
setback.
it's a tough one.
I'm an advocate of cementitious as well, just because it's sturdier, it lasts longer, it's just, it doesn't buckle and wave and all that stuff. But if you already have vinyl underneath the bay window that was done with the stuff that matches in the back, we're adding another
Yeah.
The
material.
material, I would just be,
Yeah.
so
It
let's let it
doesn't
ride.
bother me. Doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a cul-de-sac across from a cemetery,
Yeah, it's on the east of the highway.
but
The residents of the cemetery are gonna
but
be fine.
consistency,
Very
consistency
quiet.
is,
Right.
That's who's gonna look at it every day.
Right.
but
Go ahead, Joel.
consistency is important.
Julie's gonna make a motion.
Okay. I make a motion that a certificate of appropriateness be granted in case 2024-016A at 5448 Greenleaf Street, as presented with the siding to match.
Oh, anybody second? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposed, so passed. All right, good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Case number 2023-001A, 5252 Dempster Street. It's a facade update for the Dunkin' Donuts.
It's getting close.
This is a re-review of elevations and sign that was previously approved at the February 8th, 2023 meeting. The Appearance Commission approved the elevations with 2 conditions. 1, the sign on the north wall must be removed, and 2, the sign on the east elevation was to be better centered. The petitioner's revised plans contain changes to the east, west, and southwest elevation. Staff overall has no objections to the changes. Staff does prefer to see the sign on the east elevation better centered, as well as was recommended at the previous meeting. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, so where were we and where are we?
Okay,
Brad?
so we'll start with, I think we can start with the top, the east elevation. So instead of doing an exterior vestibule, we, through the permitting process, we had to keep an extra bathroom and we had to keep the sprinkler room, so it created a natural square left over on the inside, so we just went with an interior vestibule instead of an exterior. And so there's a canopy like an orange canopy generally for the interior vestibules. So I don't know, Brian, if you can pull up the,
This is an actual photo?
these are actual photos. All right, there we go. But
Oh, okay.
this is a proposed.
So you've
So-
got this awning.
Yep, we got the awning, so it prevented us, and I forgot what that's called, the whole.
Brackets.
Yeah, so no, it's an interior, it's a canopy, and then I think that drain for the roof drain on top as well.
Scupper?
The yeah, scupper. That prevented us from being able to move the signage all the way to completely center it. So this is the proposal of the existing signage, given the existing facade. We heard staff's comment about trying to center it further, so I talked to the signage vendor, maybe if we can reduce the interior, this is Ray with All Signs, potentially reduce the interior, we can, bring it a little closer together, the signs. I'd be happy to do that.
So,
I mean, adjusting the size of the type?
So the signs have already been produced, because we did get the permit for them. So we're hoping to try to work with the existing signs on the existing facade.
Are you talking about just moving the Dunkin' sign in a little bit to
Yeah,
keep it a
or we
little
can move them
more?
both closer to, we're happy to do whichever, right? So either moving the Dunkin' sign closer to the
man, just
bastion.
scooch them a little right. So
Yeah.
is that scupper, is that water just gonna pour out of that scupper, or is there?
I think that was like a backup. so-
That's the overflow.
That's an overflow?
That's the
Okay.
overflow.
Okay,
Hopefully they'll never make it to that point.
okay, yeah, right, okay.
It seems like moving the Dunkin' just a little bit closer to the Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
But not too much, because the Dunkin' font is
Well-
puffy, and the other one seems to be.
Well, wouldn't we wanna just move them both?
I'd move them both.
8 inches to the right, let's say?
Yeah.
for
Well, so
lack
you
of
got
a-
the bracket on the roof.
Yeah.
The
Does- does-
bracket.
What bracket?
Awning
Oh,
Awning
okay.
bracket.
Above the.
Well, I suppose. Just scooch it a little to the right.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna bother.
I mean, the
And-
staff's fine with it, right? It's just you preferred it in a different.
Yeah, well, and that was one of the comments from the Appearance Commission also, was to center the sign a little bit better, because it was definitely left heavy. So we prefer a little bit, at least a little bit more. We do have the canopy now that does add a little bit of a
Yeah, you
feature and
guys
something.
Messed it up in permitting, right, I get it.
Well, the thing is
Now
that,
it's back
I
in our
understand
lap.
what you're trying to do, because the building is really heavy on one side, and the sign is above the
So-
heavy side of the, so.
Do what you can to
it-
scooch it over.
Yeah,
So
and.
The
and
direction
keep
will
it-
be on the east elevation to scooch it over to the right a little
Yeah.
bit. Scooch is undefined, but something greater than
Official
6 point,
term.
something greater than 6.5 inches.
Okay.
So that's the one elevation. What's the other one?
Nothing on the
And then we did utilize part of the existing building, so we had two existing columns that we were working with on the southwest elevation. That southwest elevation, I think, is off by about a foot because of the existing conditions, so we are just proposing to move the Baskin Robbins to the west elevation instead of putting it on the southwest elevation.
No, I'm good.
Confused.
Okay,
Sorry.
so there's like that angled wall, sorry, that Baskin
This one?
Robbins? Yes, so that's the southwest
Oh,
wall.
yeah,
I
you're right.
see.
There's a,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's a corner.
There's a corner
There's a
at-
45 degree there.
Yeah, and in order to maintain that 45-degree angle with the existing columns, the contractors were off by about a foot or so. So we're just, there, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's shown at I think this was like 22 feet.
That's also a spread out photo. It's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not a true photo. You manipulated this to get the 3 elevations in, right?
Yeah, you can
I
tell
don't
by
think that
the-
Chris
Yeah,
did
it's got
that.
a-
I
it's got
think
a
Chris
curve
just
to
took a
it.
photo.
It's
It
literally
might-
just a photo
I mean,
right
it's a
there.
photo from his phone. I don't think he's that, this is from the contractor. I don't know if he's that talented from his phone, but
Well,
I believe, maybe it was
The-
like
the
that.
The curb doesn't match up.
Oh, yeah, he did add.
Right there.
You can see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did
did
add
he
it.
did
Yeah,
a,
he did add it. Look at
He
that.
did a stitch.
Pulled a fast one.
Yeah, look at that. It's like that.
Don't ever knock the contract.
That Princess Kate thing. Look at
One
that.
of the Royals done this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, so what is the request here?
So it's just to move the Baskin from that small space, that white space, just back it to the west elevation. So, we did do a
On the left of
proposal.
the-
Brian, do you have that photo of the new west elevation? Hopefully you have it there. So that gives us a little bit more space to work with, instead of crowding it into that, leftover corner there. Yeah, it
I
makes more
don't
sense.
have any issue.
That makes
Yeah,
more
it's,
sense.
and it's south, it faces southwest.
The angled wall is like.
Residential is all
Not
to the
this
north,
one.
so
Correct,
it's all
residential, it's no
facing,
north, it's
it's all
the
facing
medical
away.
office building to
Yeah.
the west.
It's all facing
Alright.
all the streets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I would just say
Yeah.
thanks for coming in to ask us.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
No,
'cause
you
I
have
mean,
to
it's gonna be,
You have
I
to
think
thank
we,
Brian for that.
I think we approved an outlot in the, just to the west. So, I mean, it's,
That.
yeah, just on the other side of your street to the west, we just approved an outlet.
I think that's on two, I think you're,
That's
this is,
not-
this is
not-
Dempster
not-
and
not an outlet
Lockwood,
on
this is really
Dempster.
close. This is
An
Dempster and
outlet.
Lockwood, I know what you
Yeah,
approved. but I
no,
think
no,
that's
this, is
two-
this Dempster or is
Yeah,
this?
This is
Dempster.
Dempster, this is
This is the
Dempster.
one right off the
Oh,
Dempster
okay, so this
exit.
is the old bank,
Corner
not the
of
one,
the old
not the
bank,
one
yeah.
over
But
off
it's,
to
but it's
the,
also one of your guys'
Yeah, yeah.
restaurants, right?
Two E's.
that's, yeah, they look
Two
the
E's
same,
last-
so.
Yeah, now they're all
Again,
gonna look the same, yeah.
consistency, all right,
I-
never
I-
mind.
I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was impressed with the speed of which these guys
Yeah,
go.
because we closed and the contractor didn't show up, but, yeah, no, we're happy to be back open, we just opened back up
Is
today,
that the same contractor you use on all of them?
so far.
Okay, I mean, it's been.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know, I was like, wow,
yeah.
it's faster than that bank over on Skokie Boulevard.
Oh,
I can't
Days?
force them to build faster.
Right.
but I can.
Yeah, well, you got the checkbook. Anybody have any comments? Perfect. So we want to make a motion with a little scooch on the east elevation.
All right, I'll give it a whirl.
Okay.
I move that a certificate of appropriateness be granted for case number 2023-001A at 5252 Dumpster Street, as presented with the exception of scooching the south sign,
The east elevation.
east elevation.
Scooching
A little bit north.
Scooching meaning, just move it.
Officially scooching it north.
Right. Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No opposed, so passed. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
When's opening?
Oh, we opened just this morning.
Oh, it is, it's open already?
So it's open this morning.
And then
So is this
Dempster
just-
will open next week, right? And then you'll have.
This
a
is
full-
Dempster.
Even more
This
traffic.
is
We're
Dempster.
talking about
Dempster
Dempster.
Oh, yeah,
Lockwood.
Dempster, but Dempster's
But she's
closed.
saying, no, she's saying it
No, it's
opened this
open this
morning.
morning.
Dempster and Lockwood opened this
But,
morning.
but the street is closed. I'm saying now,
Oh, no.
Dempster will be open, you'll be
Tell me
full
when the
on.
road will open, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
So then you'll be full,
But
full on,
does
ready
this
to go.
replace the one that was in the mall right around the
Yeah.
corner?
Yes, that's
That
closed.
one closed about a month ago.
And what's going on there? Why is it, I know this is all off the
That
record.
has to be a Brian question. I don't know.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, let me
Next to
adjourn the meeting.
taboo.
All right, meeting's adjourned.
Okay.
All right, take care. We'll see you guys.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, so what happened?
Oh, it was lightning.
Did Taboon want it?
I just drove past there, I thought they had a week or two.
The small one,